Welcome to One Creative Teacher. This is a place where creativity meets a little bit of chaos, and that's half the fun. I'm on a journey to explore, experiment, and maybe even mess up, but beautifully, and probably with a little bit of fussing along the way. As I work through all kinds of crafts, whether you're here for inspiration, tips, or just to watch the glitter fly, you are in the right place. Get comfy and let's learn together. If you enjoy the crafty vibes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you're working on too. Let the learning begin. Ah, the noble quest of making your own journal or notepad, so full of hope, glue, and good intentions. You pick the perfect paper, design a stunning cover worthy of an award, and then bam, the cover and pages refuse to lie flat, like tiny paper divas demanding a standing ovation. But don't worry, I've got your back, or your flat paper. We're here to tame those diva pages together. Let's make them bow to us gracefully, flatly, and ready for our next masterpiece. Hey, like me, you've probably tried many different ways to tame those divas, such as placing heavy objects on top of them, applying pressure with a heat press. At least that's some of the things that I've tried. So today, I'm going to try getting those pages in check with a bookbinder. This is not a paid promotion, nor am I an affiliate of this company that produced this bookbinder. I purchased this on Amazon because I wanted to try something different. I was coming up with ways to get my paper to lay flat. I don't know about your workspace, but in my workspace, it is very cold year round. I have dubbed it the frozen tundra. That's why you will see me always here with a jacket on. Oh yeah, my jacket's a little ratty and it's old, but it serves the purpose. There's a lot of moisture in the air in my workspace, and my chipboard and my pages don't always cooperate. They don't want to lay still. So I purchased this bookbinder from a seller on Amazon. Let me give you a look at the name because I'm not even going to try to pronounce this and mess up the name. It is a very good size bookbinder. You can do journals in it, notebooks in it, and I like that it has this felt coating on the back to keep my workspace nice and clean, and also without scratching it or causing any dents or anything, because this is what I cut on. This is my cutting mat and I don't want to have any divots or anything else in there. It's pretty hefty. I was able to put it together in about 5 minutes after reading the instructions. It's pretty easy to put together. So tonight we are going to give it a try. So let's begin the journey on taming those divas. I am creating some notepads for my new collection for teachers back to school supplies that we need to help us make it through the year, to help keep us organized. One of those is a little notepad or a little memo pad. I created the designs on Canva and printed them out. It's approximately about 4 by 5. And as you can see, the pages are not laying flat. So I need to get these pages to lay flat. I also need to glue the top because this is going to be a tearaway pages. They're not sticky notes, they're tearaway pages. And what I have done is cut them down to size and put them together with the chipboard on the back to keep it nice and sturdy. So first thing I need to do is I need to try to tamp these down as much as possible. I'm going to tamp down and make sure this side is as even as possible because this is where I'm going to place the glue. I'm also going to tamp down on this side. I'm not going to worry too much about this side or the bottom because when I'm finished, when it's glued, I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut it down to size again to make sure if there's any papers hanging over. All right, so let's get this done. Getting down that, so pretty good. So I'm going to get one of my binder clips. Going to put it up here at the top since I have this pretty nice and even, I think. Then I'm going to make sure I tamp down on this side. Oops, maybe I better take that off and tamp down on this side. Again, this is the side that I'm going to trim. So I'm pretty sure I'll have some pages hanging over. So I've got that nice and stuck. Put my binders on there. Put a paper clip. I got these from, I think I got them from Dollar Tree. I have a lot of different varieties of binders that I use to put these together when I'm making my journals, my notebooks, and my notepads. This says that if this isn't as thick as the little, I think they call it a C-nut down here, that to take the C-nut off. But it is thicker than that because I cannot get it in and it's all the way down. So I'm going to take this off, raise this up, and slide my memo pad under. And I'm going to just put it down for now. And I think I want to slide it a little bit more. Yes. There. Take that off and tighten the screws on all 4 sides. I love the size of this because you can do more than one. You can glue and also compress the pages of more than one memo pad or even more than one journal or notebook at a time. So I have my pages here. This is my glue part. And I get my glue. I'm going to take the precision tip off because I need a little bit more glue flowing from the bottle. I think I will turn this up and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. And when I put it down, I'm putting it down on this protective cover because again, I don't want to damage my cutting surface. So I'm going to stand this up, get my glue flowing, and I'm going to be very generous with my glue. I want to make sure and get it on all the front pages, front and back. I also have some throwaway sheets on the front, about 3 or 4 throwaway sheets, so that if glue gets on it, once it's dry, I can just tear those sheets off. You can use a paintbrush, you can use your finger, you can use a dabber, a makeup sponge, anything that works for you. I like these little rubber ones, and I'm going to smush it down into the pages. And we're going to see if this works. I'm going to try to keep it off my board as much as possible. Just like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. I'm going to have to think of something that I can put between here in case glue tries to drop onto the board. And I like to let this dry overnight. Give it an opportunity to dry to make sure all the pages are stuck. And also we'll be able to see if this compression actually works, if this bookbinder is going to compress and tame these little divas and keep them nice and flat. We'll see. All right. So, oops, just one moment. I forgot to have my handy dandy wipes. So move over, grab my wipes. Just keep some baby wipes handy to wipe off your hands or any other messes that might occur. All right. Wipe off my board. Okay, guys, so nothing to do now but wait. I will see you back here tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining me again today. Again, if you were inspired by anything, if it sparked your creativity, if you just enjoyed the good vibes of a crafty space, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. I will see you tomorrow. Welcome back, crafty friends, to One Creative Teacher, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. We are going to check on our book press to see if it was able to tame those pages and cardstock. As you can see here, if I touch this, the glue is dry, so yes, it's ready to come out. So I'm just going to loosen. Here so we can get it out. Slide it out. Okay, take a look. Oh, it looks good. I don't have any curling. None of the pages are curling. So I do have some waste paper on top, and that's to prevent any glue from being on a final project. I just tear that off and check my pages. Everything glued, nothing's gonna fall out. Awesome, awesome. So the next and final step for this before packaging and ready to send out is for me to go back and trim down these sides and trim down the bottom so that all the pages are nice and straight. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely fantastic. Yesterday, I think I told you guys that this notepad was 4 by 5. It is actually 4.25 by 5.50. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And it is ready to go. This is definitely going to be my go-to tool when I am making my journals, my notebooks, my notepads, anything where I'm working with paper, cardstock, chipboard, that it needs to lie flat. I don't have my jacket on today in the frozen tundra. Yes, it is still cold down here, but I didn't put my jacket on. Actually, it's in the washing machine being washed. My next project is going to be this notebook. I haven't binded it yet. I haven't punched the holes. It's not binded yet. So I'm going to put it in there before I do all that. And checking, it looks like, it's not as deep or as thick as the C nut on here. According to the instruction, I will have to take this off, completely off, and remove that C nut that's there so that I can get good compression on my notebook since it is so thin. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. I love this book press. I am in love. This is going to be my go-to for my notebooks and everything journaling. Again, thank you everyone for joining me, and I hope this helped you in some way. Some type of enjoyment or inspiration, spark some type of creativity. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Have an awesome evening and see you on the next video.